Well, it's official. After one season in New Orleans, Stan Van Gundy is out as head coach of the Pelicans. That was quick. It was definitely frustrating to watch the New Orleans Pelicans play basketball last season. A lot of close games. Oh, my goodness. This team was so good at getting leads, but they were also very bad at keeping leads. I thought the Pelicans were the worst fourth quarter team in the NBA. And there's a lot of teams that are bad in the fourth quarter in the NBA. Clippers are not great. They were not great in the regular season. Pelicans were the worst, though. Pelicans were literally every 14, 16-point lead they had, the other team felt it. They felt that is if we could get to the fourth quarter under 30 points, we feel like we got a chance. That's how bad it was for New Orleans. As quickly as they could build leads, even quicker they could just blow them. And it looks like it became more and more obvious in New Orleans that Stan Van Gundy wasn't going to be a long-term solution. And in Pelican Nation, they're like, yo, if we know this ain't our guy that's going to be next to Zion going forward, what are we doing after 1 year? For me personally, that's entirely too quick. That seems like a new age way to handle a problem, just to say, yo, I know it's not going to work out in the future. Let's just cut our ties right now. We know you're not going to be our guy going forward. I look at it from both sides, right? Because I do believe a lot of people have wasted time in relationships that they knew would not work out, and they just kind of was stalling. But at the same token, it's like, yo, 1 year is all he got next to Zion. Because I do believe Stan Van Gundy's a good coach. I mean, obviously he had a lot of success in Orlando, not as much in Detroit. I want to say this, though, about Stan. The thing that scared me when he took the job as Pelicans head coach, and I hate when this happens in the NBA, is Detroit gave him not only the head coaching position, they made him president of basketball operations. And that title really scares me when a coach gets that one. Because for me, I feel like it's tough for a coach to then, at their next destination, turn that off. That one, I knew the moment he got the job, I was like, man, he's going to think he's running stuff there. And he's not. They got David Griffin. They have they wanted to be structured. They wanted to be a power regime, a power hierarchy, right? And every report that I've heard out of New Orleans this year was Stan ain't connecting with the young guys. They knew it wasn't going to be a Stan Van Gundy 10-year tenure in New Orleans, and they cut their ties. Now, there is a little bit of good news here. A lot of potential head coaches from a year ago are going to get another call. According to Woj at ESPN, the Pelicans are expected to bring back some candidates like Jacques Vaughn and Mayadoko from Brooklyn, Charles Lee, who's in Milwaukee, Jason Kidd is going to get another call. Also, Fred Vinson, a longtime Pelicans assistant, he's expected to get a look as well. So that's, I guess, a good and a bad. But yeah, this Stan Van Gundy, man, how much can you really see if you only give a coach a year? And if I were another coach, the next head coach, I would be concerned, man. Like, yo, y'all really only giving head coaches a year? And I would love to have known what Zion thought about it, because I don't see Zion being the guy that's going to David Griffin or that Pelicans ownership group and saying, yo, I don't like Stan, bro. Maybe he is. Maybe that could be part of his personality behind the scenes. I just don't see it. I wonder who it was that Stan Van Gundy didn't get along with, because we already reported Josh Hart wants a new start. You got a guy like Lonzo Ball who's even kill. It's like, yo, Lonzo already had Luke Walton as his head coach. I can't believe Stan Van Gundy was worse than Luke Walton. My only thing is maybe Luke Walton was, and obviously Brandon Ingram was in Los Angeles with Lonzo as well. My only thing was maybe Luke was a lot more understanding of young players. Look, that's where the game is at today. If you're a head coach in the NBA, if you don't understand the dynamics of forming a partnership with your star players and getting the respect of a locker room, but also giving some respect, you really don't have a chance in hell. That's why I feel like a guy like Thibodeau is able to work in New York. I could see him and Julius Randle for the foreseeable future. I could see them, I could see Randle having the respect for Tibbs. I can see another great one. The Phoenix Suns are in the Western Conference Finals. Monty Williams has talked about how him and Chris Paul the first time around, and yeah, this might not work. But as Monty's gotten older, been through some serious stuff, and then Chris has obviously gotten older and had some losses in his life on the basketball court. Looks like second time around, Monty is more understanding of Chris's basketball acumen and the genius he is on the court. He's a partner of Chris Paul's. Monty Williams is I know his title is head coach. He is Chris Paul's business partner on the court. That's what it is. And to me, that's the best dynamic in the NBA. I know it probably could be humbling. It ain't of yesterday. You just can't walk in the locker room and tell players certain things like you used to and expect them to respond correctly. These players make more money. These players are privileged. A lot of these players come from just AAU scenes, meaning they didn't really take high school that serious, but they definitely cared about AAU, and these AAU coaches let them run wild. So you can't tell them nothing. And if you tell them anything, they're demanding a trade out. So I think it's an era of basketball that probably doesn't acquiesce to Stan. The good thing is he was really good at TNT, and reports are Chris Webber might be out at TNT. So, all things considered, he's going to get a bag from the Pelicans, and he's going to be able to go back to Turner. So not the worst day for Stan, but I'm sure he's mad that it didn't work out in New Orleans.